All right, let's get on to the Lines of the Week, episode 10. Me and Levi split on that one game. You got that game right? It was the Colts-Patriots.
Yeah, that was one of those games where I honestly it was
like, what?
I didn't even put, technical, analysis into a factor. I was just like, what? It's just going to be one of those games.
I think you went 4-1. I went 3-2 last week. So we both went above 50%. That's always the goal with these picks. Never want to go below 50%. So Lines of the Week this week, we got 5 games for you guys. Starting it off, Chiefs at Bengals. Bengals had a huge week last week. Joe Burrow throwing for 525 yards, cementing himself in the top 5 all-time for most thrown passing yards in a game. Chiefs defense has been stepping up a lot now, like we've been talking about. It's going to be a really good game. I like the Chiefs to win this game. If I was betting the money line, I'd bet Chiefs money line. But I like the Bengals to keep it within 5 at the Bengals. So I'm going to take Bengals plus 5 here. Levi, what do you think?
I definitely think if Kansas City has... Tyreek Hill is more of a factor. If Kelsey's back, then I've definitely taken the Chiefs to win this game because their defense has just been outstanding. And, not to discredit the Bengals, but they played a horrible defense last week. So I definitely think they will keep...
No, they were playing like a high school defense last week. That was awful against the Ravens.
Yeah, so, I definitely think they will keep it somewhat close, but I'm definitely taking Kansas City to win this game.
You think they'll keep it within 5?
Probably not.
Probably not. So Chiefs minus 5?
Yeah.
Got to make the pick. Dolphins at Titans. Titans are favored by 3.5 here. Titans, like we were talking about earlier, they now have Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. They're getting a lot of their people back. Possibly Derrick Henry back this week. I think they're going to wait one more week on Derrick Henry. Do him week 18. Get him a week back. Then he'll be back for the wild card round. Dolphins, 7-game win streak. Everybody's been talking a lot about them. More media for teams, especially in Miami. Miami is one of the worst teams in the NFL when it comes to media because the amount of media that's just in Miami around the team, the amount of stuff circling, and I promise you, the players on Miami's team are hearing that stuff, and it's getting to some of their heads. Titans are favored by 3.5, and Titans are going to cover that 3.5. You agree with me?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Tannehill having his weapons back. I definitely think that the Titans' offense will definitely outperform the Dolphins. So, the Dolphins' defense has been good. I just don't think they're going to be good enough to hold that offense definitely down the stretch of the game.
I agree. The Titans were an offense, even if they don't have Derrick Henry back. Last year, they were just getting better as the time went on, and it's going to repeat itself this year. Titans are going to keep getting better. Going on to our third game, Broncos at Chargers. Chargers are favored by 5.5 here. Chargers obviously got manhandled last week at the Texans.
That was
surprised a lot of people. They've been up, they've been down. And I think this is about to be an up week for the Chargers. Broncos are not fighting for a whole lot. They could possibly get a wild card. I don't think they're going to end up with one. I like the Chargers. Chargers are sitting Chargers could be the 5 seed. They could have a good spot. They need to have a good week this week. They need to get momentum back. I like the Chargers and Justin Herbert to cover the 5.5.
Yeah, if the Broncos defense is pretty good, but with Teddy Bridgewater out and having Andrew Luck at the helm, they're definitely not going to be able to keep up offensively with the Chargers because the Chargers are going to score. That is, and especially with the...
without Teddy Two Gloves...
Yeah, the Broncos aren't even a factor. Honestly, in this game, in my opinion.
Agreed. Texans at 49ers. Now, we were talking about the 49ers earlier. 49ers are in one of the most interesting positions in the whole NFL with Trey Lance coming in. We could not know, but the 49ers could have been preparing for Trey Lance for the past 2 months. Kyle Shanahan could have a secret red notebook stashed away underneath a green notebook, that's Garoppolo's notebook, at his desk. The red notebook is Trey Lance's notebook. And that's a whole different playbook that is designed just for Trey Lance, that there is zero film on, zero anything on, and it's 2 weeks away from the playoffs. Tell me how scary that is terrifying for a team. But also, it's the first week. The Vegas bettors are giving us 49ers minus 12.5. I like Texans plus 12.5 here. I love Davis Mills. He's been balling. He had a great week last week, and I think the Texans will keep that up. I like Trey Lance. I think they could change everything, but I don't think Trey Lance is going to go out and beat a professional football team by 12.5 points in his rookie year. Like, in week 17, and the situation they're in, with Davis Mills trying to earn his starting spot, I don't see it happening.
I don't have a certain opinion on this one. It's definitely going to be a pretty good game with Trey Lance at the helm. I think the 49ers will be relying more on their other offensive weapons.
Ayuk, all those guys.
Deebo Samuel, they'll definitely be in the backfield a lot.
Big boy Kittle.
Big boy Kittle for sure. I mean, I'm personally taking the Niners on this one.
You're going to take Niners minus 12.5?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That's the game we split on so far. And the last game, it is going to be Monday Night Football. Browns at Steelers. Browns are favored by 3 points here. It being at the Steelers. Steelers have great defense. TJ Watt is great. Mike Tomlin's, they're dealing with a lot of adversity. Big Ben is about to be on his way out, probably retiring after this year. I think Big Ben's not going to want to go out on 2 losses. He's going to want to go out on 2 dubs. And I think the Steelers, honestly, will beat the Browns because I've just lost all faith in the Browns. Now that I'm betting against Baker Mayfield's going to ball.
See, I don't think it'll be Baker Mayfield that's going to be a big factor in this game. It'll be the run game.
I think it's going to be the run game. Good.
I think Nick Chubb will definitely go off against the Steelers.
So. You also got to think, I wasn't thinking about rivalry here. Cleveland Steelers, that is a big rivalry.
It definitely is.
I think it's going to be like 20-19 game. Steelers plus 3.
I'm taking the Browns.
You're taking Browns minus 3. All right, we split on 2 games this week.
Taking the Browns.
So me and Levi for Chiefs at Bengals. We both picked Bengals plus 5. Dolphins at Titans. We both picked Titans minus 3.5. Broncos at Chargers. We both picked Chargers minus 5.5. Texans at 49ers. I picked Texans plus 12.5. Levi picked 49ers minus 12.5. Browns at Steelers. I picked Steelers plus 3. Levi picked Browns minus 3.